Welcome back to Chasing Paradigms. So it's a nice day out, and my husband said, go for a ride, so I did. Okay, so the reason that I went out on this quick trip was about a week ago. I had plugged in my EUC to charge, but then I accidentally left it plugged in maybe a day or two after it had been 100% charged, and that's not good for the battery cells. So this is about a week later. My husband reminded me and suggested that I should go ride to kind of take off that 100% charge. And actually, when I turned the unit on and connected it to EUC World, I was actually at about 54%. So the battery had worn down itself for the week. So we got to keep an eye on that. I've not, since my both batteries are plugged in, I've not had any issues with charging or the longevity of them. So hopefully that was just a weird fluke thing. But anyways, it was like 48 degrees outside. So I have gloves on and it's super cold. And I still have the Amazon baby bumpers on my wheel. I am very nostalgic, so it will take me a while to upgrade this wheel. We've already talked about it in our household to do things like that. And I do want to get a Clark pad or something like that, but there's just a lot of other things going on, so it's not on my top 10 even, I don't think. But I wanted to show you, this is the neighborhood that we live in. Totally not EUC related, but look at all of these houses. Not the paint color, but just how different the architecture is. All these houses on my street in my neighborhood were built in the 60s with amazing craftsmanship. And when we get to the end of the street here, about where that Amazon truck is up there, that's where the street used to dead end in the 90s. And they opened it up, and then they built these new houses that are 2-story. They're probably HOA, which HOAs are okay if that's your thing, because typically your house is, the neighborhood's clean. But every other house is the same architecture, same style, and then they have like limited paint colors that they can choose from. And then at the end of the street up there is houses that were built since we've lived in our neighborhood. So those houses aren't even 10 years old yet. And I know, like, if you're a construction worker, you guys are building your houses up to code, and code has changed so much. Like, it is rigorous. Like, we've done construction on a house before, and the material that you're allowed to use is way different than what houses were built with in the 60s. So here's some new construction, 2021, and they go up. I mean, houses go up in like 3 months, 4 months. I don't know what the duration is, but in the 80s, I remember when I was growing up, a lot of the houses being built still were on a sizable amount of land, like a 1/4 acre. Now everything's like super close together. Or like there was tons of apartments going up. So what do you think about when you are riding around on your EUC? Do you look at buildings and look at different architecture styles and know when communities have gone in? Do you live in the city, like big high-rise buildings? It's kind of interesting. It's just something that maybe you see it a little bit when you're driving in a car, but you're a little bit more exposed on the EUC. Okay, and if you can't stop wondering, the blue line on the screen that you see is our Insta360. We have a rubber or silicone cover over the whole camera. And so that's where that blue line, or it looks like a blue line, is coming from. Okay, here's my next thing I wanted to talk about was gas prices. So we are in the Pacific Northwest, Western Washington in particular, and I think I'm at like an ARCO station here, which gas is sometimes maybe cheaper here, I don't know. But you can see behind me how much gas is a gallon. What is it in your area?
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the sun, we don't care about the others. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my
All right, you guys, that's enough of chasing paradigms for the day. We hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate, or if you do Friendsgiving, or whatever your tradition is. And we look forward to putting out more videos. Thanks to all of our subscribers. You guys take care.